Yo, what's good everyone? Welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be talking about why guaranteed placements are a scam. So this is going to be a bit of a hot take. It's going to be an informative video. I want you to keep your eye out moving forward, because whenever someone says guaranteed placements, there's a couple of things that you should be keeping in mind, whether that's with sales programs, whether that's with appointment setting programs. So in this video today, you're going to learn a bit more about what people actually mean by guaranteed placements. Should you actually believe them or not? To what degree should you believe them, and what you should be doing moving forward, okay? Because ultimately, the only thing that's separating you from where you are right now to where you want to be is education, as well as hard work and some other stuff, but mostly education. You know, the quote, "You don't know what you don't know." This is why I'm informing you today of things that you should know, okay? So make sure you like, you comment, you subscribe if you're new to the channel, and also link in the description for my services. But anyway, let's stop the plugs for now. I want to tell you why I think guaranteed placements, especially nowadays, are a scam. Now, let me preface this by saying there are programs out there. Trust me, I'm not making this a complete generalization. I know there are programs out there that are genuinely good, and business owners actually do fulfill on their promises that you will actually get a guaranteed placement no matter what you do in the program, no matter if you're like inactive, if you are active, it doesn't matter, as long as you're inside the program. I know they will find a way to, I'm sure there's business owners out there who will find a way to get you placed no matter what, okay? So whether that's like sales jobs or remote setting jobs. But the reason why I say it's a scam is because people nowadays, you know, they say they're going to guarantee you a placement, and yet they don't guarantee you a placement. And whenever someone says guaranteed placement, I was talking to my friend yesterday about this, but whenever you say guaranteed placement, let's say you have a big company. So you mean to tell me, let's say the company, the coaching program, the mentorship program, let's say they have like 200, 300, 500 plus people in the program. So when you say you have a guaranteed placement, you mean to tell me that you're able to place all 500 people in a company, as well as a good company, a good offer, where there's actually earning potential. Like, I'm sure, again, there might be someone out there, I don't know yet. Let me know if there's anyone who actually fulfills on this, but I haven't run into someone yet, or I don't know people who've been able to place all 100% of the students into a setter opportunity, like a good setter opportunity. Unless there's some sort of, the only way I can think of it is if there's some sort of partnership going on where the company only hires exclusively from that program. And right now, speaking of that, I'm in talks with a company on trying to do that, so that's going to be pretty exciting. So, but that's just like, that's the main reason why I made this video. That's the main reason why I find it hard to believe when someone says guaranteed placement that they actually will mean a guaranteed placement, all right? And, you know, whenever someone says guaranteed, I'm going to say guaranteed placement a lot in this video, but whenever you hear that, and when I put it that way, it should hopefully make sense as to why when someone says a guaranteed placement, it doesn't quite make sense, or it doesn't things don't quite line up. Like, another thing is, it's not in their best interest, especially the company. It's not in the company's best interest to place someone who, let's say, is not a good student, is inactive, who doesn't ask questions, who doesn't come to people for help, is just doesn't take action. It's not in their best interest to place that kind of student into a company, right? Because that's wasted space. That's wasted space. Your company's not benefiting from them because they don't work hard, and they could have also placed another better setter or another closer in that same role and performed a lot better, all right? So it's not in their best interest anyway. So how it works in our program, and I want to say this because I want to make sure that there's complete transparency with how things should actually go on and how we do things. So when I say guaranteed placement, because I don't know if you've heard me say guaranteed placement or there's placements inside the program. There is placements inside my program, but how it works is it's not guaranteed. First of all, there's no guarantees in life. We could give you all the opportunities in there because there is an opportunities channel which gets posted, and you do get access to my connections. But again, if you don't do anything about it, if you're like the student I described earlier who doesn't take action, who's always like very skeptical, who's lazy, who doesn't work hard, who doesn't do the action steps needed, and it's just like a pain in the ass, then what makes you think you're going to get the position? That's not guaranteed, right? You're guaranteed, you basically throw that out the window. So job postings do get posted inside. Any of my connections do get, like, the rest of the students do get access to them. So if I know someone who's hiring, then I put in a word. I'm not saying that no matter what happens, you're going to get placed. What I am saying is, if I know people who are hiring at that current moment in my connections, then I'll put in a word, and then that's the chance for you to get hired. I'm not saying no matter what happens, you will get a guaranteed placement, no matter what you do, no matter if you are lazy or not. no matter the circumstance, you're getting placed by me. Like I'm doing all the heavy lift. I mean, I've already done the heavy lifting for you guys by putting together the program. But that's, it's just a classic case of me or the business owner meeting in the middle with the student, coming together, putting in work on both their ends to make something great happen. And then in terms of another way that we help people get placed is by our outreach method. And you guys have probably seen the outreach method before if you've asked for it for free on my social media, or it's on my YouTube channel. Actually, you just kind of have to go dig it and find it. I'm not going to make it too easy. I'm going to give it a challenge. So if you can find the outreach method I'm talking about, it's in my YouTube channel. So more power to you if you find it. But the outreach method that we teach. So people have forgotten nowadays to do outreach. People have forgotten nowadays how they still need to put in work to get what they want sometimes. I'm not saying all the time, but outreach does still work. Yes, you're going to have to work hard to get your position. Yes. But what I will tell you is that the method that we use to get the position, because it's worked time and time again for my students, for people inside the school community, which is $50 per month, by the way, link in the description, it prints interviews, it prints responses back. It actually gets business owners to respect you simply for doing the outreach method, because no one else is really doing it. So if you're still curious as to what it is, then try and find it in the YouTube channel. If not, just go join the school community and you'll get to speak to me anyway. So yeah, like that outreach method prints interviews, it prints replies back, it prints positions, especially the good positions, because what you need to do to get good positions is going to be different from what you need to do to get like average positions. All right, so access to my connections, and also the outreach method, which again is hard work. You have to do the bit on your end to make it work. I'm not saying I'm going to do all the heavy lifting for you, or the business owner, for example, not just me, is going to do all the heavy lifting for you, and you can just sit there with your feet up, your dick out, and get the placement. All right, so whenever someone says guaranteed placement, just be very careful. Ask questions if you need to. I mean, again, just keep it in mind. If someone were to have 600, 700 students and they say guaranteed placement, okay, so you're saying that all 700 of them have gotten placed or are in the process of getting placed, every single one of them, and in good positions, and they're all happy. So yeah, that's the thing nowadays, guys. It's just like we need to be careful, especially me. Like I have to be careful because I just started this info product. I just started going into this info product space start of the year. So we have to be careful of the promises that we make. And I want to try and make sure that I underpromise and I overdeliver. And yeah, that's it for today, guys. I want you to just be wary, just be aware when people make these claims. And hopefully I've made it aware how we do things in our program and how we operate. So don't forget that outreach does still work. You still have to work hard. Consistency still comes into play. It's not all going to be sunshine and rainbows like most of these other programs will preach about. They'll say it's sunshine and rainbows, but they won't talk about the bad stuff, the tough, the dry streaks. When the going gets tough, all right, when you start to doubt yourself, because that is part of every single journey that we're on, even me. So yeah, guys, just wanted to make that quick video today. I hope it makes sense. Just be careful when someone says guaranteed placement. Although with that being said, there are probably a few killers out there who do fulfill on that promise, but most people nowadays they don't. So just be very careful. You're more likely to trust someone when they don't say it's a guaranteed placement, but they will help you get placed doing XYZ step. That's someone worthy of trusting. That's someone that's worthy 10 times more of trusting than someone who just says, "Oh, you're gonna hop in and you're gonna get placed in like 2 days." Okay. So yeah, yap session over. Hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you disagree, cool. Let me know your thoughts. If you do agree, then cool. And yeah, if you want to be part of my communities, if you want to be part of my programs, and you want me to personally help you get placed, I'm not saying guaranteed placement. Remember, I'm not saying it's a guaranteed placement. Nothing in life is guaranteed. But if you do the steps required, then your chance of getting placed is going to be like, it's going to be hard to see how you can't get placed, basically. All right? But it's not a guaranteed placement. It's not a fucking, you join the program and then things fall in your lap. It can, but yeah, you get my point anyway. Anyways, links in the description for my stuff. If you want to check it out, go ahead. There's also a school community where I host weekly calls every Saturday, 9 p.m. Philippine time, where you can just ask me any questions. Also got the community there. Literally $50 per month. It's like a steak dinner you're paying for a month, but I don't know. Anyway, link in the description. Make sure you like, you comment, subscribe, new to the channel. See you in the next one. Yap session over. Bye bye.